I want to show you how to create the little lightning bolt, which is on the test as well. This is using just your pen tool, the width tool, and your appearance panel to kind of layer different effects on top of each other. So we're going to use the pen tool, and we just want to get the shape of a lightning bolt. And again, if you hold shift while you're creating, it's going to constrain it to 45-degree angles. Your lightning bolt can be whatever shape you really want it to be, but just make sure that it is 4 anchor points and that you don't have any rounded edges. We'll do that later. Then we're going to grab your width tool, which is right here. Let's see. Oh, I don't have a color on that. Okay, width tool. And you're going to grab one of the anchor points. But with the with the width tool, I guess I'm going to make it color so we can all see it. With the width tool, it does allow you to select any point on that line to increase the thickness of that profile. But for this case, I want you to do everything from the anchor points. So the thickness is up to you. And some of you might have more difficulty than others trying to grab the right anchor point and drag it so it reacts the way you want it to. All of these width tools, you can go back and adjust them after the fact too. You might have to zoom in to do that. But what I'm looking for is one side that is wide going down to a sharp point. And if I zoom in, we could dial that down to a fine tip as well. So width tool, you can see if I hover over that anchor point, we've got these handles outside, and I can drag those down to a fine point. Okay. From here, we're going to get into your appearance window, which I use all of the time. It does act similar to the appearance window in your properties panel, but the properties panel appearance window is more limiting. You can do less with it. This appearance window from the Windows panel gives you more options because it acts a lot like Photoshop layers. So if I click on the top stroke, which we just created, it'll give us the width that we have it set at. We can adjust this here. We can also duplicate it. So with it selected, we have a little plus sign down on the bottom. If you hover, it says duplicate selected item. And now we've got 2 of them. The result that we want is an inside line that's white, which translates into this stroke, this top layer, having to get changed to white. By default, everything is still the same weight, so you're not going to be able to see much of anything until you decrease the weight of the top stroke line. So this is looking the way I want it to. However, we want to round some edges. So if you click on the word stroke, it opens up another panel, and this time you can change cap, corner, and how the stroke is aligned, or dash line. So I don't want to change the cap because cap is like the edges, and if I click on that, oh, you're not going to be able to see because it's white on white. I'll show you on the black one. You want the corner, so those are going to be the sides, not the ends. I did it to the white one. Now I want to go back and do it to the black one. And so now that's what I'm looking for. Cap, so the very edges, if I were to select that, you can see that's going to just round the both top and bottom, which I don't want. Again, this is on the test. So by learning this, you'll have a better understanding on the question on the test.